Hi, I'm Joseph Kateri, and today I'm going to be giving you even more games to feed your extreme crippling gaming addiction, because apparently my first video was not enough. Alright, so I'm gonna be real with you. These past few weeks have not been great to me, alright? Obviously my YouTube has been growing and I'm very thankful for that. But my Oculus Quest no longer connects to my PC. It'll show up in my Oculus app, but when I put it on and select enable link, it does nothing. I'm also pretty sure I have like some type of throat infection, which is why I'm coughing so much. And it's also why I don't sound the best as I usually do. I'm just chugging down severe cough drops and just hoping it gets better at this point. Anyways, aside from that, I just want to say thank you for 200 subscribers. Literally a few minutes after I uploaded my Gorilla Tag video, I hit 200. And ironically in that video, I was like, oh my god, I hit 100. So it's pretty wild that I doubled in less than a week. I don't think I'll experience something like that again, but I'll hopefully hit 300 subscribers by the end of September. Anyway, that was a very long intro. If you're watching this video, you're probably looking to like different VR games, but can't seem to find any that are like super entertaining and free at the same time. In the past, I did a pretty similar video, except that was on side quest games. Now this time I'm just doing games on the native Oculus store. And that's because after I made that video, I realized that a lot of people don't have PCs at all. So I decided to look for games that are like available just on the Oculus store itself, so you don't even need your phone. Anyways, I came up with a list of my personal 5 favorites. They are in no particular order and are all equally amazing and cool. But first, you should subscribe. I want to hit that 300 mark by the end of September. About 98% of people are not subscribed currently, which is just a huge amount, honestly. Like, come on. Subscribe now, and hopefully I don't die from my throat collapsing in the future. I don't even know if that's a thing, but yeah. In this video, we are going to look at 5 different games. We're going to look at Rec Room, Echo VR, Gravity Sketch, Bait, and VRChat. Both Rec Room and VRChat are meant to be more socializing games while having some mini games in them, while Echo VR is a competitive team-based game. Gravity Sketch is really cool, but I'm awful at it. It's really good for artists. And Bait is, well, about fishing, but it's actually pretty relaxing. I'll show you that one later. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so getting into it, Rec Room. It's pretty true to its name. Picture this, alright? Alright, picture it. You just joined a frat. The frat that you've been trying to get into, and you just got hazed and you got in. Cool. When you enter the living room, alright? Just picture what you see around you. What do you see? Archery, ping pong, maybe some darts, like actual beer pong. They have all of that in Rec Room, all of it. Except like it's a whole lot friendlier and everything like kind of looks like a me character. You can meet up with your friends and that's a lot of fun. You can meet new people, which is maybe not so much fun considering most of them are like 10 years old. But I think it's especially good if you don't have equipment, maybe like a ping pong table, or if you live far away from your friends and can't see them like across the country, or even just because of this pandemic. And I think, I might be wrong on this, but I think you don't need a VR headset to play it. I know that I'm talking about the VR version, but I think you can just play it like a regular game on your computer. It's also like one of the most highly rated VR games, both on like Steam and the Quest store, so that's cool. Alright, time for Echo VR. Alright, so I have something I want to admit about this game. I have not played this game that much. It's a crazy fun game, don't get me wrong, it's just that I have no friends to play it with, and am awful at it. Echo VR is a competitive VR game that has a bunch of different modes, and they're all mixed together almost. It's kind of like if you like merged Ultimate Frisbee together with Capture the Flag. It's like the type of game that you wouldn't be surprised that your local college had an esports team for. It's like that. I really like it, but it gets tiring for me like very fast, since I kind of have the mindset that if you're playing a super competitive game, it probably shouldn't be a game in VR, at least for me. You know, since like the Quest battery is so low, my back hurts really bad after sitting. Like my back hurts right now, especially like playing VR. It's just stuff like that. Again, it's a personal thing. I can pretty much guarantee that if you yourself picked up this game, you would absolutely love it. Alright, so I'm not exactly the most creative person out there, so this next step also wasn't exactly for me. But I can't just deny it from the list just because I didn't like it. And the reason I didn't like it is because I'm not an artist. For any artist, I can guarantee that Gravity Sketch is definitely worth installing. You basically get absolute creativity in terms of what you can design. There are tons of options for like color, angle, dimension, form, shape, and so much more. I've seen people design like entire supercars, their dream houses. I've even seen like some screenshots of like fake movie sets that people have made. Basically anything you want as long as you put in the effort to make it. The only possible downside I would see with this is that you have to make a free account if you want access to some of the features. But again, it's a free account. It is completely free. It's just annoying that you have to make the account. Speaking of features, YouTube has a cool one called the description. Was that a bad segue? I can't tell. Future me, tell me, was this a bad segue? It is now 1:35 in the morning and I'm editing this the day of. Yes, that was awful. Don't do that again, me of the past, of the future. Well, the past me did it, but I'm talking to the future me. Just don't do it again. Yeah, Joseph, bad idea. Anyways, open up that description and you will find links to my shit like my personal Discord, which is growing every single day, my TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch even, and even the music that's playing right now. I'm contemplating about whether I want to start Twitch streaming, but I think I'm gonna wait until I hit 1,000 subs first. Alright, back to the video. Okay, so bait is actually a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have never been fishing a day in my life. I grew up in New York City, so I'm not exactly fond of getting bit by mosquitoes and like contracting malaria, but bait was actually a thoroughly enjoyable experience. You basically play as a fisherman that fishes, because you know that's kind of what they do, and you collect money by selling the fish, and you can use that money to do stuff like upgrade your fishing rod and equipment. You might be tasked by like your boss to go hunt for a fish that's like very specific, and that's maybe one of the missions you have to do. Either way, all you really do is you just go cast a line, then you wait a few seconds for a fish to bite, and then you just kind of like reel them in, you know, kind of like fishing. Admittedly, it's pretty fast paced, and I'm say fast paced relative to how long actual fishing takes, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Many might like to wait 4 hours just to catch a fish that's too small to even eat, but I don't like that. Newsflash, I just don't have the patience for something like that. So something that's slightly faster paced is like this is actually pretty entertaining to me, and it gives me like a glimpse of kind of what I'm missing out. Alright, and finally, VRChat. Personally, I think this is probably one of the best VR games ever made and probably ever will be made. Like honestly, it even tops games like Half-Life Alyx for me, just because of the insane amount of content there is and insane amount of non-stop playability that this game has. You can spend every minute of like your degenerate being on Earth in VRChat and still not get bored. It's crazy. And the reason behind this, the key behind this, is how big the community is. The community itself can make their own avatars, their own worlds, their own games, and you can interact with every part of that. It's almost like it's a living being, and it just constantly grows and grows and grows the more players feed into it, and those same players like sustain the game and bring more players into it, so it's like an ecosystem. I can go into one lobby and play with a thick bitty anime chick who's actually a dude named Henry, and in the very next lobby I can play with someone from Tibet who's climbed Everest. Like, it is the equivalent of true VR freedom. Alright, so by now you should have 5 new and completely free games that you can install right now on the Oculus store. Alright, so this channel is all about making educational and entertaining VR content. So hit the bell or join my Discord down below to receive updates on when I upload. You can find links to all of my socials down in the description: Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and even the music that was playing in the video earlier. You can find all of that in the description below. Have a nice day.